Riding cold through the frost-etched land, scrolls in my cloak, axe in my hand. From Borg to Thingvel names they chant. I hold the sagas like burning brand. They say I spoke for kings and gods, words that echo in the forge. I wrote the fire, I carved the rhyme, the tales that outlive blade and time. Snorri speaks, the world aligns, the last scald in a breaking line. My halls held guests from every clan, but blood runs quick where the power stands. In Reykholt's walls they made their plan, with silver tongues and bloodied hands. I shaped the law, I shaped the sound, then shadows wrapped around. I wrote the fire, I carved the rhyme, the tales that outlive blade and time. Snorri speaks, the world aligns, the last scald in a breaking line. Kings of Norway read my lines, while enemies crept through the fjord-bound pines. A saga ends not with a sign, but steel in dark, no more design. The saga bleeds into the snow. Where do all the stories go? I wrote the fire, I carved the rhyme, the tales that outlive blade and time. Snorri speaks, the world aligns, the last scald in a breaking line.
Born around the year 1179 in Vamur, West Iceland, Snorri Sturluson lived in a time when the oral past met written future. He became law speaker of the Alþingi twice, yet wielded more than law. He held history in verse and prose. His prose Edda shaped our knowledge of Norse gods, not in worship, but in memory. He recorded Thodin, Thor, and the myths of Ginnungagap, so they would not vanish. He visited Norway, served King Hakon, wove alliances, played courts like chessboards, and lost. Accused of siding with rival princes, he was marked for death. In the autumn of 1241, men entered his home in Reykholt. They found no sword in his hand, only parchment, and they cut him down, not for what he did, but for what he knew, and for what he dared to preserve.
No crown I wore, no war I led, but Odin's name through ink I spread. And though my halls now echo dread, the myths live on in what I said. Runes are sowed in northern ground, still bloom when no one's around. I wrote the